Hello everyone, welcome to a bit of an impromptu stream, and that is purely because, well, most of us know what happened last night. My computer crashed quite a way into our flight, unfortunately, which meant I didn't really have time to redo the flight and sleep in order to be at work in the morning. So I'll do another one tonight, try and make up for the fact that we didn't complete our flight yesterday. And yeah, so that's where we're at. I just got a bit of housekeeping to do in a minute, and all of that. So I'm just tidying a couple of bits up, but basically our flight today is London to Oslo. So that's Heathrow. So let's see if we can get everything in order. Hopefully Navigraph works today. Yes, it does. Let's just get that set up quickly. So just a quick welcome to Luke. It's Luke and Max the Pilot on Twitch. Okay, so this is not our flight, so bear with. Unload that. Okay, so Navigraph is not going to be our friend today again, but that might be because of the way I set it up. I just did it quickly in Flight Sim today, and not through SimBrief or Navigraph. So that might be why. But hey, I've got my coffee. Let's get on this, shall we? So, again, as yesterday, we will have some music once we get up to our altitude. I don't know what's that at. I should have probably checked that. Whoops. Right. Okay.
Battery switches.
Cannot. Right.
On. External power. On if available. Engine generators. On/fault displayed. Engine bleed air switches. On. APU master switch. On. APU start. On. APU start.
We can wait for that to start. That's our Fly UK livery. There we go.
Wait for avail lid. APU bleed.
On.
On. External power. Off. Fuel pumps. On.
There we go.
Beacon.
And go on. Awesome. So before we do start engine, we can now think about air traffic control, looking at ATIS, and getting some information.
Heathrow Airport information, India 1700 Zulu. Wind 140 at 15. Visibility 6.
29901.
Clear.
Nice.
Temperature.
We'll say.
13. Dew point 10.
The weather has been quite nice in the UK today.
ILS runway 09er left and ILS runway 09er right in use.
Right.
Landing and departing runway.
Okay, we don't need that anymore. So let's get ourselves some clearance, shall we?
Heathrow clearance delivery. Skyways 277 ready to copy IFR clearance to Gardermoen.
Skyways 277 is cleared to Gardermoen Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 09er left climb and maintain 13,000 feet. Departure frequency is 118.475, squawk 7742.
Go.
Heathrow clearance delivery Speedbird 1478 ready to copy ISR clearance to Glasgow. Speedbird 1478 is cleared to Glasgow Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 09er left climb and maintain 10,000 feet.
So we have got to set the in-game time to
squawk 4155.
be at 5 p.m. UK time, just so we get that sunset again. It's always a nice look.
Runway 09er, left climb and maintain 13,000 feet. Departure on 118.475, squawk 7742.
Skyways
Play that a bit
2778,
better.
that's correct. Contact ground on 121.908. Good day. Speedbird 1478 cleared to Glasgow Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 09er left climb and maintain 10,000 feet. Departure on 118.475, squawk 4155. Speedbird 1478.
Gotta wait for our turn, I suppose.
Contact ground on 121.9er, 8 when ready to taxi. Good day.
Heathrow ground,
Yeah.
Skyways 277 with Juliet ready to taxi IFR.
Skyways 277 taxi to and hold short of runway 09er, left using taxiway Golf, Foxtrot Bravo Echo Alpha Lima 57 Alpha 1 tree Alpha Bravo 1 tree. Contact tower on 118.505 when ready.
Taxiing hold short runway
Right.
09er, left
Now
line
we can
taxiway
plan
Golf,
our pushback.
Foxtrot Bravo Echo Alpha Lima 57 Alpha 1 tree Alpha Bravo 1 tree Skyways
So,
277.
let's have a look at our pushback, shall we?
Heathrow ground Speedbird 1478 requesting pushback. Speedbird 1478 pushback request accepted.
Pushback space. Mark it. Okay. And then what we can do,
Heathrow ground,
can go.
Speedbird 9er 15 taxi to parking.
Speedbird 9er 15 taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Hotel Bravo Charlie.
there we go.
Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway Hotel Bravo Charlie, Speedbird 9er 15.
Heathrow ground Speedbird 1478 with Juliet ready to taxi IFR. Speedbird 1478 taxi to and hold short of runway 09er left using taxiway Alpha Lima 28 Bravo Kilo Alpha Lima Tree 4 Bravo Foxtrot Golf Echo Bravo Delta Alpha Lima 57
Wow.
Alpha 1 Tree Alpha Bravo 1 Tree.
Speedbird has got a lot of
Contact
instructions.
tower on 118.505 when ready.
British Airways, you're gonna love that. Right.
Taxiing hold short runway 09er left using taxiway Alpha Lima 28 Bravo Kilo Alpha Lima Tree 4 Bravo Foxtrot Golf.
There we go.
Bravo Delta
Now
Alpha
we
Lima
can go
57
back
Alpha 1 Tree Alpha Bravo
to this.
1 Tree Speedbird 1478.
Thrust levers. Idle. Engine mode selector. IGN/start.
Yeah,
Master 2. On.
we were started off well, but maybe it'll come. You know, last night it was a bit of, I tell you what, I will say, last night we did get a lot more views than we normally do, so I'm appreciative of that. Hope we get some more today, but we'll see. Oh, I forgot I had Oslo, not Oslo, Flybe livery as well.
Confirm stabilized. APU bleed. Off. APU master switch. Off. Engine mode selector. Normal.
Go. Nice. There we go. Pushed back a little bit far, but I'm fine with that. We are now ready to go. Got to wait for him to get out of the way. No, that's absolutely fine, Luke. I'll see you again shortly. Cool. We can get rid of this now. Let's make our way to the runway. Let's move everything across a bit. Everything's a little bit over to the right. There we go.
Speedbird 915, hold position caution. Other
There we go. Sometimes that does that. It's a bit weird.
915, continue taxi.
Right, here we go.
Roger, Speedbird 915.
Just do a... There we go. Yep, controls are good.
Heathrow clearance delivery, ICAir 455, ready to copy IFR clearance to Keflavik.
ICAir 455 is cleared to Keflavik Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 09 left climb and maintain 9,000 feet. Departure frequency is 125.625 squawk 5632.
ICAir 455, cleared to Keflavik Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 09 left climb and maintain 9,000 feet. Departure on 118.475 squawk 5632.
ICAir 455, read back is correct. Contact ground on 121.9 when ready to taxi. Good day.
Heathrow ground, ICAir 455, requesting pushback.
ICAir 455, pushback request accepted.
Okay. Awesome. Hello, amazing Lee Bear. I'm sorry if I got that completely wrong, but hello, welcome. Thank you for joining. So on our way out to the runway 9 left at Heathrow, and we're heading to Oslo today. That's with Fly UK virtual airline.
Heathrow ground, ICAir 455, requesting the end of
I
pushback.
do just need to double check
Heathrow
that's
clearance delivery.
okay, bear with.
Singapore 319 IFR to Singapore ready to copy. ICAir 45, flight request to
All good.
pushback received.
Awesome.
Singapore
Awesome.
319
I'm glad
is
that I
cleared
got
to
that
Singapore
correct.
Airport as filed.
I always feel a bit self-conscious about when I'm not sure how to pronounce something, you know. So our flight is roughly 2 hours today.
Heathrow ground, ICAir 455, with
And we're going to have a bit of
ready to
music
taxi IFR.
from Stream Beats by House Heller, as usual, and hopefully all goes well. Last night I streamed, we were flying to Vienna and my computer crashed, so we'll see, we'll see. The idea is here. And hello and welcome back, Luke.
Takeoff runway 09 left climb and maintain 10,000 feet. Departure on 118.475.
I've got a feeling that it was actually Flight Sim, but may have paused or been ace. I'm not sure, actually. Going back on that. If I look back at the stream, it seemed to stop earlier than what my computer crashing did. But I don't know if that's the case. Maybe it's just how it looks when you look back at the stream from last night.
Heathrow ground. Singapore 319er requesting pushback.
It's probably a bit better.
Pushback. Request accepted.
We are nearly at the runway, which is good. Means we can get F7 to put flaps 1 or flaps 10. I'm good. I was a bit of a long day today. Not a lot going on at work. Those of you that have been on Discord will see that we had one of our first prototype. They call them TT cars. It's basically one of the mid-stage prototype cars, but the first of that stage of prototyping. It's basically the last lot of prototypes before pre-production, and
Heathrow Tower Skyways 277
yep,
at runway
that car.
09er,
There's
left
pictures
ready
of
for
that
departure IFR
on
moment.
the Discord. You can go see what I do for the day. But not only that, we didn't have a lot going on otherwise. And then it took me twice as long as it should have done to get home.
Cleared for takeoff runway 09er,
So then I took a walk down to the local airport and took 2 photos down at the airport, trying to get along the length of the runway, but fortunately from our perspective that was couldn't really see the length of the runway. It's about 5 minutes, 10-20 minute walk from where I live. And thank you very much for joining, and no worries, Luke. Let's get this flight going, shall we? Let's go to Flex or Toga. There we go. Now we've got airspeeds live. Coming up on V1 quite quickly here. V1, and rotate now. There we go. And positive rate, and we're going to gear up. Throttle back. Hit our autopilot.
Skyways 277, contact London Center on 118.475.
There we go. Hitting the climb on the. There we go.
Going to 118.475 Skyways 277.
Whoa, that was close. I wouldn't go that far, Amazingly Bear, but I appreciate it.
Easy 2048, you are 29er miles south.
I consider myself a bit of an amateur, let's put it that way.
Not above 220 knots. Expect ILS
But I appreciate it.
07 approach via Lima Uniform Tango transition. Clear to Lima.
That was close though. I definitely saw a plane in our flight
London
path.
Center, Skyways
It's a good thing we were turning away.
1,400 feet, climbing 13,000 feet.
Skyways 277 London Center QNH 29.901 continue.
Also, thank you for the sub, Amazingly Bear. I appreciate it.
Please expedite your climb 10,000 feet.
Well, that's fair.
277 climb and maintain flight level 210.
Wow, we're already getting our next.
Ryanair 7681, you are 39er miles southwest. Descent and maintain 3,000 feet. Keep speed not above 220 knots. Expect ILS runway 07 approach via Lima Uniform Tango transition. Clear
So,
to Lima.
just for you guys that don't know,
Shamrock
target
179
is to hit 100 subs.
10,000 feet.
At that point, we will organise one of probably our Sunday stream.
Descent and maintain
Would be a bit
3,000
different than normal, and we'll do a long flight.
220 knots. Expect ILS
And,
runway
you know,
07 approach via Lima
a bit of a
Uniform
longer
Tango
celebratory stream, shall we say.
Tango Ryanair 7681.
Unfortunately, I can't do much more than that at the moment, but you know. Let's track flaps. Get some speed up now.
Skyways 277.
Nice, nice. Well, you know, well, it's been a while since I started this channel. I did take quite a break and last year. Took a break last year, maybe a year before. I can't remember now, it all slips into one, but I did take a long break. It did kind of ruin my viewing figures and what have you, but it takes a while. It's a grind. It is a grind, I'll be honest. I've been going for more than 2 years now. I couldn't even tell you when my first video was. Let's have a look, shall we?
Good day. Descend and maintain 10,000 feet, Shamrock 179er. Shamrock 179er traffic is 4 o'clock, 4 miles.
It is a long way. It is a long way. But you know, keep it up, guys. Do what you love doing, and I'll do the same, and we can all try and get there, can't we? You know. 3 years ago, apparently, my first video upload. It was on whatever day that was. Doesn't say. But it says 3 years ago, so we'll go with that, shall we? I don't know when mine was. But it was in Kerbal Space Program. Welcome, Void. It's... yeah. But you know, we'll try and do the same thing. You know, you just gotta do what you enjoy doing. That's all I can say. Do what you're passionate about, and that should, in theory, shine. 2017. Well, if I had a better view, then I might be able to. Let's go YouTube Studio. Obviously, guys, if you've not got it already, YouTube Studio, the app on the phone. Yeah, I mean, we're yesterday when I started streaming, we were at oh god, right, that's how. Fair enough. Well, appreciated Amazingly Bear. That's what am I doing it. Amazingly Bear, I recommend to all of you guys actually having a look at Get Alpha Gaming or Harris Heller. I don't. This is all I have, really. Thank you, Void. I much appreciate that. But yeah, yesterday I thought I was at 85 subs. With you guys' help, we're now at 94. So big difference.
Climb and maintain flight level 250 Skyways 277.
But yeah, have a look at Alpha Gaming. They do a lot of good advice. Gaming careers. Speaks about using shorts in the best way and stuff like that. Oh, that's why. I looked at the wrong thing. I looked at my lives and not my videos. I used to do a lot more videos than I do now. Brilliant. But yeah, appreciate it. But yeah, I appreciate the support, guys, I will say. It's much appreciated. And I'm glad you're enjoying the content, you know. Let's have a look at this, shall we?
Skyways 277 climb and maintain flight level 350.
Climb and maintain flight level 350 Skyways 277.
Right, we're nearly at our cruising. 5th of January 2019 was when my first video went live. And that was in Kerbal Space Program. Oh, my coffee's broken. Anyway. It's coming in 2 days. I'm so excited to play Microsoft Flight Sim and hopefully create content like you. Well, it doesn't take a lot. If you're on my Discord again, there's pictures in there of my setup. You'll see what I'm working with. Okay, so we are nearly at our cruising altitude. We need to make sure that we are at on Mac. There we go. We're on Mac. It's all good. Good. Awesome. We're getting there. We're getting there.
73 contact Heathrow approach on 134.908. Good day.
But yeah, it's one of the things I will say, if you do stream like I do, which I can see that most of you do, have a look in the links in the description below. You've got visuals by Impulse. They do overlays and some of it's free. So my overlay that I use here, all completely free. If you do decide to use the link in the description below and pay for content, then you get 15% off. No, 5% off, sorry. Just a little plug there. Right, now we're nearly up there. I'll tell you what I didn't do. Tell the people to sit down, but oh well. I'll start planning to be dark soon. We'll just do a little... No, you can't smoke. Seatbelts on. But we'll leave them on, do the US thing and say, this lets you know that you can get up, but just so you know, put your seatbelt on when you sat down. So at the minute I normally stream on a Wednesday and a Saturday night. So the Saturday night one is a lot later. It's at 11 PM UK time at the minute. Again, that is subject to change. It's one of those things where I used to stream at a different time on a different day, but wasn't getting enough views. But at the minute, seems to be getting better, especially on this one. Which again I appreciate, guys, and I seem to get better stream views at later times because of the US market. Miguel Enrique Matute Lara, sorry if I butchered your name again. Sorry, de Colombia. Nice. Did I fly into Colombia in the end? Part of my Long Way Up series, went through Southern America and up through Central America and into the USA. Nice. But welcome. Nice, man. Okay.
Skyways 277 climb and maintain flight level 390.
Spanish only. Unfortunately, I don't speak a lot of Spanish. Okay, I recommend for Flight Sim. Hold on. Oh, we have got a high. This has got to be right at the ceiling. Recommend any flight joystick. Joystick and throttle quadrant is something I would recommend. After that, I don't have one myself yet. maybe a comm panel or stuff like that. If you're looking for stuff mods, Navigraph is a good one for navigation. Great thing about that is, again, it's this, so you get SimBrief, which is the website where you can create flight plans. There is a paid subscription, but you get all your navigational charts. If we go to my local airport here, and I can get charts for my local airport and taxiways. So if we go parking stands, there we go. We have all the airport layouts with taxiways, flight planning. That you can then save that flight plan and import it into Flight Sim. You can see your progress on the charts and stuff like that. Yeah. But yeah, Miguel, I have a flight. It's the scenes of how many different channels do you have, Amazingly Bear? I'm seeing quite a few here. But yeah, Wednesdays and Saturday nights. Wednesdays is normally 7:30 PM UK time, and Saturday nights is normally 11 at the moment, unless that changes due to viewership and alike. Again, all times in UK time. Go to Twitch, you'll see my schedule there as well, when I remember to update it. Right, we are at our cruising altitude. Time for some music, don't we think? So one of the trick things I do at the minute is I simulcast to Twitch and YouTube together, and so you can switch between YouTube and Twitch and you'll be seeing the same thing, maybe slightly delayed on YouTube because their lag is a little bit more than what Twitch's is. Stream delay even. Sun is starting to set, as we can see. Well, enjoy your sleep, mate, and I'll catch you next time. Shall we see where we are? Oh, we did just pass over my local area. Nice. So yeah, Void, just going back to your thing about accessories, the one thing I will say about joystick is go for one that is the most similar to the plane that you intend to fly the most. So that being said, if you That being said, if you want to fly Boeing more, which again isn't really a plane in this at the minute unless you're getting the deluxe pack with the 787, get a yoke. If you want to fly smaller planes more like the Cessnas that have a yoke, get a yoke. If you want to fly more fighter jets and Airbus, joystick. But again, also considering that what you're more used to. If you've flown other sims before, you get what you're used to as well. So you've got to sort of, if they're different, then obviously try and find prioritize which one is better for you. Also, another mod to think about: toolbar pushback. Don't know if you saw me use it earlier in this sim, but it's like better pushback for X-plane. Nice. Void, I do have donations on, but not directly through YouTube at the moment because I'm not big enough. But if you do check out the description below, there's a link down there, I believe. I also have Teespring. You can check out some of the merch there, so you actually get something back in return. On my live streams, I have #tag support Ukraine, and my cat is attacking me. Cats like to do that, from what I can understand. Nice. Yeah, 747 yoke would be good. Make sure you get the quad throttle. I believe that will be 4 throttle levers would be best, because again, if you're still going over onto a twin engine plane, you can just use 2 of them. Whereas if you've got two engine yoke or 2 engine throttle, then when you use the 747, you're not going to have enough for your plane. Is my experience so far. Help. Yeah, you have a cat. They like to attack. Now, is he being... Gave her treats. Now, does that mean she's being playful, or she is just attacking you generally? But yeah, personally, I knew that the A320 would be probably my most flown plane, because for one, I tend in Flight Simulator 10 or X, whatever you want to call it, FSX, I used to fly the 737 the most. But we don't have that, and we don't have the 737 at the moment in Microsoft Flight Simulator, so I went for the Thrustmaster TCA side stick officer pack with the throttles, because it's the same as the plane that I was planning to fly, and also I'm used to a joystick, so, and also it's a lot cheaper than the Boeing equivalent. Nope, she is biting and scratching me. You only gave her treats. Wow. Well, maybe lay off the treats next time. She's been on my keyboard midstream, lol. Yeah, they'll do that. Sit on it, lay on it. Sit on your laptop, so if you've got a laptop. Oh, getting a bit of icing? Yeah. Right. Need to find a de-ice. Oh, it's doing that thing again. Hold on. There we go. Right, de-ice, and we got the anti-icer. She's only a kitten. Hello, May Hunt. Yo. How your day going? Well, my day is okay. Been to work today. It's been a long, quiet day, but I got to see our new car that we're building in a more complete state, which was cool. And but then I had the misfortune of it taking twice as long as it should to get home because of an accident. And other than that, all right. I don't fly in real life. I wish I did, but I don't. Only as a passenger. I build cars. I build sports cars. How is your day going, by the way? How about you? I'm going to change my picture and name now. I'll chat and say it's me, Void. Okay, that's absolutely cool. Cool. But yeah, mate, tell me about your day. You're a commercial pilot. Nice. What do you fly? Also, don't watch me. I'm joking. I'm joking. I think you'll probably see a lot wrong with what I do. I'm flying in. Don't let down in real life. Well, thank you for joining Amazingly Bear. Have a good one, and I'll catch you next time. 737, nice, nice. It's at Max NG. I assume it's NG. In Canada, nice. Nice. That's cool. Don't know a lot about Canadian aviation apart from Buffalo Airways. I don't really know a lot about them, only what I saw on TV. But they were cool. Max. Nice, nice. Buffalo Airways, Nolanor. Is that a Canadian airline? I forget. I know it's up that way though. I bet it was. I bet it was. Do you tend to do more round trips or sectors, or how does that work? Buffalo Airways, Ice Pilots. Yeah, that was good. I watched Mikey's YouTube for a while where he restored the C-47. I believe it's C-47. Yeah. Plane savers, he called it, I think. Plane savers was kind of cool. But yeah. tonight, well, today or last night, I departed at 12 AM and 8 hours flight back to back. Wow. Hello, Fly Void. Welcome back. 8 hours flight. So was that 2 8-hour flights, or was that 2, or was that an 8-hour split into 2? I find that all really interesting. I always kind of wanted to be a pilot, but never. In the UK, flying lessons is prohibitively expensive. Just to get your private PPL is really expensive. If you want to do a decent number of lessons in a short enough time. For me, yeah, it was not cheap. I live 10 minutes from our local regional what you would call a regional airport, but what is an international airport here, because we're so close to other countries like Holland, Netherlands, and Belgium, and what. Yeah. That's a lot of money to me, but good for you. Living something I'd love to be able to do, but I just build sports cars, so I'll take that for now. Maybe one day I'll be able to fly myself, but we'll see. It's a very much a long shot, let's put it that way. But yeah, there is a flight school at the local airport here. Yeah. So our local flight school charges £198 an hour for a PA-28 Warrior, or PA-28 161 Warrior. For a Seneca 2, it's £440 an hour. And that's as a student. It's less if you're a private pilot and you're just renting the plane. You're 32, I'm 34. So you're younger than me. And it takes 45 hours minimum of flying to get your private pilot's license in the UK. And that's just for your PPL, basic PPL. I don't know if that sounds a lot or not, but this sounds a lot to me, so. But I will say I do appreciate you joining and coming and watching an amateur like me after a long day's flying. That sounds I do 10-hour days, but there's a lot more involved in flying than there is in what I do, so I appreciate it. I appreciate you spending your downtime here. We're flying quite high today. But I've still got a lot to learn. I've been far, far too casual without really learning anything new when it comes to flight simming. I appreciate the sub as well. I really do. We are nearly close. We've got to be close now to 100 with that. 2 away. Nice. Well, check out the Discord, Fly Void, whatever you want to be called. Void. I'll call you Void because, you know. Got some pictures of what I do there as well. My setup, the local airport with its runway. No, so that's a common thing. Dude, I'm so tired. I have ADHD for my age. It might seem very weird, but I can't sleep when I take my pills, so I'm like so tired right now. So I know one of the things is that with, as far as I'm aware, and now correct me if I'm wrong here, ADHD, sometimes when you take a pill, it has the opposite effect to like a downer. So something that's designed to calm you down, like a sleeping tablet, actually will wake you up, or you know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Well, I appreciate that, May. I appreciate just subbing. Feels really weird as someone who pretends to be a pilot. I don't. Obviously, I just play at it. But to have someone who is an actual pilot sub, I very much appreciate the, I would say, irony, but I appreciate that concept. Let's put it that way. Just, yeah. Good. I tell you, fingers crossed all goes well, you know. Let's see where we are on the chart. But, yeah. We are using Navigraph with Jefferson charts. We're on our way to Oslo today. So. Cool. Yeah, so I can get that. One of my previous jobs in a factory was shift work that had a combination of night shift and day shift. So, you know, I might do 12, they're all 12-hour days or 12-hour shifts. So 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. or 6 p.m. till 6 a.m. And I might do Monday and Tuesday daytime. Let's just finish that in a second. So Monday and Tuesday daytime, and then I might do Friday, Saturday and Sunday night, which means that I'm doing 60-hour week with a combination of nights and days. During that time though, I actually had acute insomnia. One of the issues that I had was that the sleeping tablets that I was prescribed with by the doctor actually kept me awake and actually made me sleep less, which was always fun, especially when you get up at 5 in the morning to go to work. I fly with Air Canada. That's really cool. I kind of like Air Canada's new livery. I will say I've got an Air Canada livery for the A320, as realistic as that may or may not be. Yeah. I have an Xbox. I have no consoles. My wife has a Switch, but I'm PC. Kind of always has been. I always had a PlayStation growing up. The PlayStation, the first PlayStation, PlayStation 2, 3 and 4. Sold my PS4 because actually I wasn't playing it. But ever since about the turn of the century, so about 2000, maybe earlier. Well, basically, in my house, growing up, we always had a PC since the days of DOS. So my first computer at home was DOS. And then went to Windows 98, you know, XP. I had my own PC when we were in Windows Me. Might have been Windows 2000. Anyway, that turn of the century area, before getting onto XP, I had my own PC then. And then ever since then, really. So, since about 2002, maybe 2003, I've always had my own self-built PCs for the best part. It's also easy for me to take it to the hotels, because sometimes if I'm at like an airport, not in my hometown, usually I'm in a hotel and I get bored, so I usually take my Xbox S with me. Is it me, or is hotel TV just the worst? I spent quite a bit of time in the US over Christmas and New Year. Actually spent that whole period of time there, not just bits of it, and not just there but here as well. There's literally nothing ever good to watch on a hotel TV. But yeah, the Xbox X is always S is always a good idea to take with you. My friend who travels a lot, actually, he always used to take a Chromecast so that he could then cast whatever he wanted to watch from his laptop or his phone to his TV. The only problem was he always forgot to take them out again, so he'd check out the hotel and he'd be leaving behind. It's Luke, welcome back. But yeah, Chromecast is another good idea. Apple TV box, something like that. Well, I appreciate you coming back, Luke. I appreciate it. It is now about 11 PM there, I assume. And thank you for the sub, Charlie Wetron. Not a lot. We've got May Hunt here. We've been talking to them. They, I don't know if you can see the previous chat, but yeah, some hotels in New York charge for that. Yeah, maybe.
Ryanair 1977 Scottish Center. Continue as planned.
I got your how? I'm on a roll here today. Get names correct. Well, I'm doing well, I think, on that front. But yeah, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. Getting into night time now.
Skyways 277 contact.
I'm glad I got your name right. How's it going? What's happening in your world? Let me know.
119er decimal 43 for Skyways 277.
We are into Danish airspace now.
Skyways 277 flight level 390.
Skyways 277 Copenhagen Center.
The problem is, Charlie, I now don't remember how I said it. So it might next time be a complete guess again, and I might get it right and I might not. Go on with that. We all good on there? Don't think we should have any of those on. I think we're all good. Yeah, well, you know, I had 3 choices from the well, I had more than 3 choices, but they were the more interesting ones in the right amount of time. And I gave you the choice, so, you know, you said Oslo out of those 3, so that's where we went. I did Innsbruck again recently in my own time, and that a lot of people say that's quite a hard approach, but actually, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't find it that hard. Maybe that's just because I in an A320 and it uses its computers, but and I did put Vienna in there again because again we didn't quite reach there last night, did we? So no worries, mate. No worries. Absolutely a pleasure to have you here for as long or as little as you can. But yeah, did not find it. Oh, you did. Is that Innsbruck, May? Is that what you did? The one interesting one that I did in approach, that is I didn't quite get it right. Again, I a lot better than I was back then. Not that long ago, I will say. But when I used to use FSX, I downloaded I re-downloaded Kai-Tak in Hong Kong and did what they call the checkerboard approach. But basically, I mucked up the navigation, ended up the wrong side of the mountain, and then just sort of did a hump over the top of the mountain and came in quite steeply and landed on Kai-Tak, heading out. As part of a series that I did to sort of give a last hurrah to FSX, where I did a round the world circumnavigation in lots of sort of small flights. So we're there. This is where we are. We are about 45-50 minutes out. Yeah, so what sort of more common places you fly to in real life? Where, you know, sort of general area. Yeah. No, and do you know what? When they announced the original plane list for this, I was actually quite sad to see that the 737 wasn't on there, and I do wonder why. Like, maybe was it like because this is actually produced by Oslo, which are French? Is it because of that and they just had easy access to Airbus? Was it because of the 737 MAX issues with MCAS at the time? That was all in news as this came out. But obviously you'd think, well, they must have been developing it before all of that came out. I don't know. But we'll see. I won't say we'll see. Right, that's not what I mean. but we probably will never know. But it did make me sad because actually, go in FSX where that was my main plane, was the 737NG. I then had to basically relearn how to fly. I'm actually from Newfoundland, so pretty much most of the places in Canada. Oh, that's really cool. Newfoundland. See you next time, Luke. That's thanks for coming back. I appreciate it. There's a YouTube channel I've been watching recently called Downey Live. He's a Canadian travel YouTuber. Does a lot of train travel actually. But he's currently got a series coming out that was on a small TV network in Canada, based out of Vancouver, I believe. But he's visiting every province of Canada. So he started in like Newfoundland, maybe in Labrador. Is it Labrador? I can't remember, sorry. Newfoundland and Labrador, is it? And then going from there to you got Bear, New Brunswick, and all of those sort of areas. Prince Edward Island. It was really cool. He hasn't finished. He's only done a few of them. Obviously Nova Scotia as well, and all that way. But he's doing the he's doing that. He's doing Via Rail. It's kind of cool. But yeah, so Christmas I was in South Dakota in the USA. That's about as close as I've been. I actually got distant family friends in a Canadian, distant, not family friends, distant relatives in Bracebridge. I think that's Ontario. Where it was really weird actually. Basically, no worries, Flyvoid. I did see that you added, that you joined, so I do appreciate that. Maybe it's not far from Toronto, I believe. But basically, we were on holiday in the Caribbean, in Dominican Republic, and there was quite a few Canadian tourists staying in the same hotel. Got friendly with this couple. Started talking to them with my parents. I was, young at the time. 99, really close. One more, and then we can start thinking about that 100 subscriber special. Maybe have a look at some of the longer flights on here. I need to know what the sort of flight range time, how long the A320 can go. Sort of need to work out what the sort of longest flight I can do is. I think probably about 5 or 6 hours. But yeah. So yeah, started talking to this Canadian couple. The gentleman was a retired mounted policeman and owned a heating oil company and lived in a log cabin that was on the side of a lake in Bracebridge and connected in with Great Lake. So you basically rock up to their place, get in a kayak and head out and go camping in lakes. And there's one funny time I sort of kept in touch after leaving the Caribbean, and came back, and little while later, they said, oh, we're visiting the UK. We're tracing his family tree. We're going to be fairly local to you guys. Do you want to meet up? And we said, yes, we'll come meet up. They said, how are you getting on with your family tree tracing? And they said, well, we've traced it to this village in Norfolk in the UK during Second World War, which was sort of 1939, 1945 era sort of time, obviously. I'm not sure exactly where we're in that time. And my mum at the time was like, well, my mother was in that village at that time. I'll give her a phone call and see if she knows the name or if she remembers the name. So we called my grandmother and she says, oh yeah, that's your, talking to my mum, was like, that's your great cousin so and so. I can't remember the exact relationship now, but that was like his grandfather or his father was actually this distant relation of ours, and we happened to meet in the Caribbean, and at some point between war they'd gone off to Canada, which was quite funny, but over such a distance, and we bump into them. Whereabouts in the UK are you from, Flyvoid? I also am, obviously, as you may or may not know, or can tell. Cool, so we are about 35 minutes out. Probably add another 5 or 10 minutes to that for landing. Starting to see Scandinavia in the present. Nice. I'm from Norwich, or I live in Norwich. So I've actually been in the area of Cheshunt. One of my old best friends growing up was born in Waltham Abbey. Funnily enough. My favourite plane. Now, are we talking commercial, non-commercial, military, or are we just talking more generally? So commercial plane, I'm gonna go.
Skyways
Whoa.
277, contact Photo Center on 118.55.
Hold on, let's just sort out, yeah, traffic controllers.
118.55.
So in general, my favourite. I don't think I have a general one. I never can pick. I'm really terrible at this. I can never pick just one thing, you know. I've got to have a bit of everything. But I think all-time favourite plane is the F-14. Grumman F-14. Obviously, mate, yours is going to be the 737. You get to fly it every day, or you know, nearly every day. My commercial favourite. Now that's a hard one. I've flown a few different types that I've enjoyed. My first ever commercial flight was on a BAE 146 or Avro RJ. It was a BAE 146 at the time. So I kind of have a bit of an affinity for those. I've been on MDs and 717s. What else we've been on? CRJ 700. I believe I've flown on 777, 757, 767s, 787s on that list now, as of this year. F4 Phantom's cool. Yeah, F-14 Tomcat, F-14D maybe. It doesn't really matter. As long as it's not A. But I think my affinity's got to be with the 146, the BAE 146. Just because it's my first one. But I've flown on 737s and A320 series, A318s and stuff like that as well. As a passengers in all cases. Yeah, kind of cool. I have not been on the A380. I don't do a huge amount of long haul, I'm going to be honest. And most long haul flights I've been on were, let's think. I don't know exactly what plane I flew on to the Dominican Republic. I can't remember, unfortunately. But I'm going to say it was either 767, probably. So I've done a lot. Most of my flights have been small 320 or 737 type planes. Just sort of 2.5 hour to 4 hour flight. So we flew to Tokyo a few years ago. That was 777 on KLM. Long haul before that was to Bangkok, and that was 777 on British Airways. Most recent holiday was 787 to Miami, then I was 717 or CRJ 700 to Atlanta, and then I think it was CRJ 700 to Sioux Falls. Oh no, it was A321 to Atlanta, CRJ 700 to Sioux Falls in South Dakota, and then 717s and MDs, and return was 767 300 maybe, from Atlanta. As you can guess, it's Virgin and Delta. I'm actually Irish because New Theo Irish. Yeah, that makes sense. A lot of that East Coast was had Irish heritage. It makes complete sense. Quick question now. Trying to think about what we're going to do for the 100 flight wise, and my question is, do we think the A320neo has got the range to get from Shannon in Ireland to the east coast of North America, be that Canada, so Halifax way, or New York, say LaGuardia, or JFK, or there we go, we are starting to see some land now. Right, bear with, guys. Just going to take a quick second and I shall be back. Okay, and I'm back. Sorry about that. Wait, we got 100? When did we get to 100? Hold on. Let me double check this. Just talking about that. I'm only showing 99, by the way, guys. Oh, no, there we go, 100. Suppose I better get planning that stream. Well, we'll do that. We'll have a think about it. Let me think. Maybe... Ooh. We'll see. Maybe Saturday, but it's going to be slightly earlier than normal if I do that. Ah, well, I appreciate that, May. I appreciate it. Thank you for getting us to 100 subs. That means I now get a custom URL, which means that we can change it. So I need to look into that now. Let's have a look, shall we? Oh, music. Let's get that back. There we go. New fee. This is my second YouTube channel and I might have to work on Sunday or on Saturday. Well, that's fine. Ooh. Does the 320 have the range? That's what I want to know. I'll have a look at that later. So it does look like that has unlocked some things for me. So I need to look into that. If it has the range, then we can definitely look at doing that. Oh. Unfortunately, I can't do a long stream like that. On midweek, unfortunately, because I work a long hours during the week. I do 6 AM starts at most days, so I'm out of the door here at, I say 6 AM, 6:30. 6:30 start, so I'm leaving my home at 5:50 in the morning. So obviously I cannot, I don't have the spare time in the evening and to do it before I have to go to bed. Otherwise I might turn into a pumpkin or something, you know, or melt, or just be really grouchy in the morning. So yeah. Yeah, so yeah, unfortunately it's going to need to be Saturday or Sunday, depending on if it's Sunday it's going to be earlier in the day, so Saturday is probably more likely and will probably be 9-10 PM UK time. Yeah, so let's look like we're about 20 odd minutes out, so my PC might catch on fire. Luckily I've got water cooling, so if it catches on fire it might melt a pipe and the water will put it out. It's an electrical fire, it would be, so that's not good, but There's plenty of coolant there, in theory. Like you are cool. I appreciate that. It's been cool talking to you. I will say, it's really good to see someone who's actually in the industry coming and participating. Yeah. I mean, I built it myself, so, you know, it's got closed loop water cooling, H100i Corsair cooler. So it's closed loop and it's not overly expensive. But yeah, it's been a good stream, I will say. It's been a good stream today. All being well. It was a good stream last night, right up until the point that it wasn't. When the computer just decided to say, peace out, I'm done. For a few seconds and had to restart, and then that just completely throwing the flight and the stream and all of that into... Let's see how we are doing now. We're actually getting quite close, so I imagine in the next sort of 20 to 40 nautical miles we'll be thinking about descent. Dirt bikes are fun. Dirt bikes are fun. I'm more of a car guy myself. You know, I work at a sports car manufacturer, so that kind of is a bit of a given, I suppose. Although you say that, not all of us are. There's quite a lot of people that work there that aren't all that fussed about cars and it's just a job. But, you know, there's some of us that are... I've always been interested in cars. So... I don't know, hold on, if you'll be able to see behind my head. Don't know if that's too weighted out. Don't see the logo there. That's our company. Also, thank you very much, Amazingly Bear. Welcome back. Welcome back. Well, Flyvoid, I think you then need to speak to May. Do you know what I know? My classic cars. No. I do not. But we have classic Team Lotus at work, where all of the old F1 cars are kept, and they bring them out every now and again. Went to Goodwood Festival of Speed last year, and they brought out the jet turbine F1 car, which was kind of cool. But we're very much moving in a different direction nowadays. We don't have a big motorsport program anymore in Formula 1 or anything like that. And they're going electric eventually in the next few years. A car, but if you've seen the pictures in Discord, that is Lotus's last petrol-driven car, or gasoline-driven. Well, we'll find out, won't we, Boyd? We will find out. Normally quite smooth. I don't want to spread the plane over the runway in pieces or in, you know, smear it along the runway, let's put it that way. But normally not too bad on my soft landings. But we'll see, we'll see. Do normally like to go autopilot off for that last little bit as well. Oh yeah, I'll tell you what I didn't do. That. Whoops. Yeah, you did say about being able to fly a Cessna whilst in your own time. And so, yeah, tell me about it. Don't talk to me about gas prices right now. I saw a local fuel station here today. One of my friends from an old job said that they'd seen diesel at £2 a litre. And yeah, £2 a litre. But yeah, operational in this stuff, like when the transition altitudes are and when I need to transition back from standard to local QNH. I have no idea, I'm going to be honest. But it's all part of a learning curve, and I'm sure I'll get it at some point. Don't mind your... Okay, now I'm intrigued. Can I say it on... Okay, I won't say it purely because I don't know how severe YouTube's algorithm is. Yeah, I bet avgas and yeah, bet that's expensive now. Nice. So apparently reaching 100 subscribers actually gives me a bump up in the algorithm for YouTube, which is cool. So that's cool. But yeah, fuel prices are just way high. They've been going up by 10p every couple of days. Yeah, DC4, DC6. Yeah, that's a lot of fuel. Oh, Mikey from Buffalo Airways said a C-47, it was DC3. Which obviously is a sort of C-47, just non-military. Hopefully, they start letting me know soon to descend. You wait. Now that we've got a real life pilot here in the chat, what's the betting I crash it on landing? But yeah, guys, just a quick reminder, I know you all have already, do check out the links in the description below, and hit that like button and subscribe button if you haven't done already. I know most of you have already, which I very much appreciate. We do have several links down there which are all supportive. One of which is an affiliate link for Visuals by Impulse. If you haven't heard of them already, they do overlay graphics and alike. So you see all of the last subscriber, last follower animated graphics and the little animated surround. And obviously my backgrounds for my intermission and all that. But yeah, if you check them out, they've got overlays and stuff, but if you use the link in the description below, you get 5% off. This is all what I'm using here, apart from a bit along the top, which is Fly Live Studio. What else have we got here? But yeah, check it out. It's looks good stuff, and I'm using it myself, so you know that's always a mark for me. Would I want to use it myself? And yeah, I am. Know what, man? I could quit my job of 737. I would love to go fly a DC for it. It would be my dream of my career. Yeah, I bet. That's real flying, that is. And no, I'm not sure I'd be greedy or nothing, but in your Discord server, you should make a rule for like real pilots. I just think that would be cool. You know what? That would be cool, but I do have a feeling it would be a group of one at the moment. But you never know. If we get more pilots, then maybe we could. As long as you let me in. Obviously, it is my server after all, you know. I have to go now. It's been a pleasure. I really enjoyed it. Hopefully, it will be able to tune in on the 100 sub stream. But it is my birthday on March the 13th, so see you then. Well, if I don't see you, happy birthday, and I hope you have a good one. And I'll catch you next time. Alright. Come on. They've got to be thinking about sending us soon, haven't they? I always think it's about 120, 150 nautical miles. Am I wrong? I don't know. But that's sort of when I start thinking maybe we should be descending. How far have we got, actually? I mean... yeah. We are about 10 minutes out, apparently. But obviously we will slow down, so that will increase. You know what, I'm gonna force a descent. No, wrong one. Let's start descending.
Skyways 277. Request flight level 290.
Skyways 277 descend and maintain flight level 310. Expect flight level 290. Keep speed not above 250 knots.
What
about like the 737-200? Would that be something you'd be cool with if you haven't done?
Keep speed not above 250 knots. Skyways 277.
Oh, that was my phone. Come on. Ah, Microsoft Flight Simulator's Discord. This week's dev update is now live. There you go. In case you were wondering, Microsoft dev app for this sim is now live. Dev update. There we go. Speak English, man. Keep speed not above 250. Well, we're already at 250-ish. Oh, that's cool. There we go. You can see the city below. I'm still on climb. Whoops. There we go. So once we get down into sort of approach mode, then we will be going quiet cockpit on the music. And concentrate a little bit more on concentrating a little bit more on flying. Maybe that's our I always like the look of a... Yeah, that's what I'm scared of, May. Try not to mess it up whilst a professional is watching. We'll see, we'll see. We are making good time though. We've only been in the air 1 hour and 33, and we're supposed to be a 2 hour 10-minute flight ish. So yeah, we're doing alright.
Skyways 277 descend and maintain flight level 290.
I already am. That's what I asked for.
Descend and maintain flight level 290 Skyways 277.
I mean, I don't blame you for being tired and struggling to type. I struggle to type sometimes, normally, so don't worry too much. Yeah. Right. Can I get meta? No need to apologise. No need to apologise. 1030. That's in QNH, and that's actually, even though it says QNH is in inches of mercury, I don't know what's wrong with your language, so do not worry. It will be a good time. Tim, time? $3041, is that really? That seems high. 1030. Apparently that's 3041 in inches of mercury from hectopascal, so we'll keep an eye on that. Not sure when to transition over, but we'll see. We'll hit the knots now. Go down to more.
Skyways 277. Request flight level 190.
Skyways 277
There we go.
descend and maintain flight level 190.
Maybe I'm descending a bit too soon, but we'll find out. And you know, we can always wait a bit longer. Just me, I'm actually really tired. I never slept since like 28. Yeah, I know that feeling. I drove. I was like, I need to battle this. Yeah, I'll give it my best shot. But yeah, I had it before where I've been driving through Europe, and being up for more than 24 hours. I think I drove home from the middle of France as I'd been driving back from Spain or Italy. It was Italy actually. And we'd gone all the way from the centre of France to home, and then my friends decided that they wanted to go to the cinema, which was in another city. It was actually in Norwich, and I was not from Norwich at the time, or living in Norwich. It was about 30 miles away, and yeah, so 30 miles, and I'm like 26 hours awake, and I'm driving through a sort of small, what you would call a small road. It's one lane in each direction through the countryside, and I'm like, I am not driving quickly because I cannot react that fast right now. Couldn't even tell you what film I saw. You know what? I'm a very honest, mature 32-year-old. Well, let's say I'm 34, so I know what it's like to be that age. You're fine. Absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with the way you are acting. Right. Now what does that say? Yeah, he made it to be a pilot. Absolutely. Yeah, that takes some dedication, you know? It takes some dedication. And it takes a willingness to overcome the financial burden and financial obstacles. And a determination. Come on, we're nearly there now. Co-pilot coming in April might be tough. Well, I sincerely hope that you do. I mean, being first officer is always, you know, you still get to fly and what have you, but being a captain is always Okay, can you hear me okay? Right, now I know what's actually gone on. So, Windows 11 is really buggy. It crashes, randomly closes apps, and what it did was it said that basically closed OBS on me. Okay. Luckily I managed to get it up quickly and back up again quickly enough that YouTube didn't automatically end the stream. I think a lot of my computer problem is caused by that. But can you guys hear me now? Am I okay? Can you see everything? Just let me know if everything's okay on your end so that I can actually know that everything's okay. But yeah, so OBS closed on me, quickly got it back up, and yeah. I have no reason. To me, you're acting perfectly fine, so I have no reason not to believe but what you tell me is true. Okay.
Skyways 277
Nice.
descend and maintain 9,000 feet. Keep speed not above 220 knots.
Well, as long as you guys can hear me, I'm okay.
Descend and maintain 9,000 feet. Keep speed not above 220 knots. Skyways 277.
Yeah. Basically, I think Windows 11 is basically a skin, but what they've also done is added more problems. Right, speed below 220, so let's get that down. Okay. So, we're getting there, we're getting there. Apparently we're within 10 minutes of landing now. They really didn't add anything with Windows 11, if I'm honest, that was of any use to anyone in reality. And annoyingly now, because I've had it longer than 10 days, I now can't revert back without doing a clean install, which unfortunately is something that I did recently, meaning I don't really want to do it again soon. That's weird. Oh, I'm getting some real crackling here. So all we added was a texture and pack. I think this is the dumbest thing I would ever say in my life. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of Spotify now. I'm getting some real crackling here. I've got a feeling that I'm gonna get some problems soon. But we'll see, we'll see. I will say, if it does go, I'm sorry. But, yeah, that's all they did. But I'm going to be honest, I'm getting a lot of distortion in the game sound. A lot of crackling. Are you guys hearing that as well? It's fine. It's fine. It's, you know, it may be problematic, and we can always go back to Windows 10, I suppose, at the minute, but it's just a lot more hassle. Ooh. Whoa, the lag. Alright, let's go to see if we can do. Speeding. Whoops. Well, this is really crapping out.
Skyways 277 UR3, 5 miles northeast. Descend and maintain 5,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 19 right approach via Titla transition. Cleared to Titla.